The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the New York Giants. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. Got Gordon open, completes it. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing now is Locke.
That'll be complete to Tyree Cleveland. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
Denver.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now Locke on the bootleg. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Block on the screen. This is Coleman. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
To throw it is Locke. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what did they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how did they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 32 that time. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense, because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and
2. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Two yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
This is Barkley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Lock. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. From the gun, it's Locke. Open man there is Cleveland. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tyree Cleveland, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. They'll look to throw again. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, Barkley. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
A gain of
25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Giants first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Off the option, that's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. From a yard out. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
The kick
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Locke. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Broncos 4-yard line.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Broncos 6.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive? Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And the Broncos first down.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They go play action here on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Block. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Here's Locke to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Jerry Jeudy. Incomplete. Rings up.
There's Sam Martin now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone.
For the Broncos.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 75 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
The extra point is good.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Block off of play action. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Geno Atkins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. They fake the handoff, now Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
The Giants.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Barkley, the ball.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And goal.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He's not going to get me. My 28. Let's go, D.
to throw again. Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Brandon Williams.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On play action, they'll throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Clock now to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Locke looks to throw it again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Locke. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 17. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the... No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Complete to Melvin.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Giants' 17-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
That's got to be a 66. Fully high. It's a safety creep. Kill.
Locke going to hand it off here to Jordan. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They look to throw. It's Locke. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game Like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. From 13 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Down at the 30-yard line.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
Check 24. See it.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun. Throw caught by Cleveland. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Broncos first down.
On the double. 38. Hey, check. Switch. He's checking. Squeeze. Get in there.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed they've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Flushed out right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Locke. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that? And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man is Ross, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Touchdown, Giants.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead will swell by one more.
Graham Gano set.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Lock now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yes! I'm coming after you.
Throwing again. Lock. That's caught by Jackson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Go. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mark 38.
Shotgun snap to Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Locke and Sutton on the connection there for a Denver 1st down.
And the Broncos 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Locke picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. They go play action here on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it's now 14 games without a win, with time running out to try and get one. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I did.